All right, thanks, Tony. South Korea has begun dismantling huge loudspeakers used to blare anti-Pyongyang broadcasts from its border with North Korea. This comes after the leaders of the rival Koreas agreed on a set of reconciliation steps at a historic summit last week. That meeting came ahead of a much-anticipated meeting between President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. And with more in-depth coverage right now, we're joined by Eyewitness News Analyst Lt. General Reginald Centracchio. General, we're talking before about some positive news out of South Korea. Their speakers being dismantled. This comes after that historic summit last week between North and South Korea, just a couple weeks, maybe ahead of the meeting between President Trump and North Korea. In your opinion, what should the president focus on in that meeting? I
think there's no other option other than to be focused on the end state that he wants to see. That is complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and to be verified. We've seen in previous negotiations from time to time that what they say they're going to do, in the past several times of the Kim Jong family, they said they were going to do something, never did. This time we have to have something in our hands that can be verified from time to time, and that's absolutely essential for him to stay focused on.
Now, you and I were talking about it before. These negotiations, in several instances, they've been all well and good, but they haven't necessarily panned out. For example, the Iran nuclear deal.
Yeah, there's one, as well as Iraq, and most recently the one that we negotiated with Iran. Part of that had to do with not developing further missile systems and not developing a further capability for nuclear capability on those missiles, and we're finding out now, based upon Israeli intelligence, that was a lie. Now, we're also not taking that point blank. We're also seeing if we can verify that on our own to make sure that we can say that this happened, that happened, and so on, and therefore the nuclear deal with Iran is void. So I think that's what we're looking at.
And sources are reporting right now that the meeting between President Trump and Kim Jong-un could happen at the DMZ. Is that sort of symbolic if that meeting were to take place there?
Yeah, I think so. It's neutral territory. I think one of the big deals recently had with North Korean Olympians going to the South Korean sites, and they saw what it was like in South Korea. To be in neutral area, I think, is clearly in the favor of North Korea, not to have a lot of publicity in South Korea, and I think that's probably in the favor of North Korea doing it at the DMZ.
All right, General, as always, thank you for your thoughts.
Thank you.